Hey, Manuele, welcome to LaunchDay.
Hey, hi. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. So I'm trying to make these about the stories of the founders, and I've never met you yet. So I'd be very curious to see, well, like Manuele, is that like Spain? Where are you
No,
from?
it's Italian. It's Italian. I'm from
Oh,
Italy,
Italy,
and
awesome.
yeah,
Lots of Italian indie makers.
yeah. True. That's
Lots
true.
of French ones too, by the way, actually. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting. So where
Cousins,
are you based?
Right
Yeah,
now, I'm in Italy. I spent for sure July and August here, and then we'll see.
yeah. Okay, you travel a bit?
I travel a bit, try to move around, but
Nice.
let's say the base is now here, so at least for a bit.
Yeah, awesome. And
Mhm.
so how did you and right now, this project you're going to show, like, is it like, are you like full-time in the hacking? Do you have a job on the side? How is that looking?
No, I'm a product designer and I run digital design studio that's called
I
Our
see.
Fires. But I'm the type of guy that always try to build uh, tools and software to support my own workflow. Um, I started with, a while ago, the first thing that I built was a Photoshop plugin
Yeah.
that actually got, it was something to create uh, like browsable prototypes before they were a thing. The name
Which
was
kind of
Lasagna.
prototypes?
Yeah, basically you can create PNGs in
Yeah.
Photoshop and then connect like hot area that you can click and move in
Oh,
the
these
PNGs.
interactive prototype, like
Yeah,
InVision did like 10
yeah,
years
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
I did
see.
the plugin was even before that, so very rough,
S-
but kind of
So you're
working.
a designer and engineer at the same time. You're developer and designer at the same time,
Yeah,
kind
I
of.
mean, engineer, maybe it's too big of a word, but yeah, I
Yeah.
always, get my hands dirty with code, let's say, and try to build
And
my
these
own
plug
tools.
and these plugins, that's interesting because I feel like it can be something where distribution is a bit easier, maybe. Like, because like, I feel like some people sleep on that. Like you can just build a plugin and if it's
Mhm.
successful, like then I guess you have more visibility somehow. Like how does that work to distribute it?
Yeah, I mean, nowadays with tools like Figma and Framer, they have this community slash app store, maybe something like an app store that they for their
Yeah.
plugins and stuff, and maybe it's easier to get some kind of traction for your product. Back then it was not. The first thing that actually that it got some traction was a plugin for Sketch to have images from Unsplash directly in the software.
In Sketch, you said
Sketch app.
Sketch from, yeah, I use it. It's my favorite. Yeah, I still use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, a few years
And
back.
but you made this plugin or like or it's just an example you're giving, this
No,
Unsplash plugin.
I made this plugin. That was the first one that actually got some traction on the market. I launched it. It was like they say hunted on Product Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and got some traction for the product. The name was Unsplash It. So maybe you use it. I don't know.
No, but no, I don't use this, but I think they have a default plugin now that does this.
Nowadays,
Maybe
yes.
they took the idea from you, but it seemed
Yeah.
like the default, there's like two plugins by default, and one of them is Unsplash, I
Yeah,
think.
because it was really useful. But I mean,
Wow.
it
Okay.
was like like very simple idea because I know that few people were working on the same idea at the same time. For some reason, I think that my plugin was the one that got hunted on Product Hunt and
Yeah.
was
The
used
first one.
before Sketch had their, internal official collaboration with Unsplash It. That, by the way, of course,
Yeah, I
works
see.
way better than the plugin itself. But yeah,
Because they can have like complete control and everything, for sure.
yeah, of
Wow.
course.
Okay, so you always was tinkering, and you have your design studio.
Mhm.
Okay, so did you make many products? Like how many is it? How many products did you build?
Again, most of them are for internal use, we always try, I say we because it's not just me, as we're 3-4 people. We try to optimize processes. So we build our own tools, but
And it's the
every now
same
and
people
then,
in your design is the people in the design studio, is the
yeah,
whole team? Okay, I
yeah.
see. Awesome.
And again, we try to optimize our processes. And so we build some tools to do that. And sometimes the thing that I built, I try to also publish them on the market on the site. But to be
Yeah,
honest, that's
sure.
something that does not happen that often. Yeah, I mean, the origin of the product that we are going to talk about today is actually a bit weird because I was working on something else for internal use. And then I had the need to have someone that actually was, would have been able to listen to what I say and transcribe it in text, because
Yeah.
I was working on a prompt manager,
Okay.
and I was using Cursor to build the prompt manager. And so I realized that I was spending my days in typing stuff. And when you try to do fast iterations, even if you are a very fast typer, you speak 3-4 times faster. So
Yeah, it's true.
yeah, I think
I use it most when my IDs are unclear, because like AI is gonna sort it out.
exactly.
So when your IDs are like, if you have a clear idea, maybe just typing one sentence, I still do that. But if it's like, trying to list things while you're still thinking about it, then audio way better.
Yeah. True. Yeah, exactly. When you try to do fast iteration, something like Cursor, having something that you can, press a key on a keyboard and have the thing listening to you and just transform it into text. It's not bad. So, well, I created something fast for my own use. And then I thought it was really useful. I thought, there are some similar solution already in the market, but all of them, I think most of them actually take your audio, send it to the cloud, have some cloud process to transcribe and get text back to you, basically. So you need to be connected. You, of course, need to pay a fee because you are using resources, cloud resources. And I thought that with the machines that most of us have nowadays, like the M series processor for Macintosh, those are powerful machines. And Whisper, it's an open source model for transcription that is, especially with smaller model, very fast, and you don't have the need to send data online. You can do it on your machine.
That's really awesome, because I tried one of these big transcription things, and that's the thing that's annoying, is that that's what you said, it's about being faster, but then because it has all this online processing, it's not much, but this fucking 1 second delay before and after, that's not what I want, and sometimes I type. I didn't. So that's what's interesting about your product. And before this call, I was just testing that your screen sharing was working.
Mm-hmm.
And, and when you share your screen, it's like this big screen. And I'm like, oh, it's too big. People are not going to see anything because the resolution is too high. So, and you said, no, but like, it's super simple. They don't need to see anything. And I really liked that you said that. So can you show us now? Because like,
sure,
it's,
be glad to do that.
I really like that thing that you focused on speed, because that's basically the value. The value is to go faster. So it's so stupid to have all the network latency that you probably don't need, because transcribing, it might be a solved problem with a small enough, local thing already. So it's solvable. You don't need the latest tech. If it does, especially that the LLM is okay with some little mistakes. It can understand. So as long as you get the idea, it's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So as I was showing earlier, basically Harker, it's always a keyboard shortcut away. So you just push on your keyboard shortcut that you picked, And as long as you have, you know, yeah. So you have the widget to appear on the bottom of the screen. And when you've done speaking, you just press enter.
It's beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, it's nice, right? And you have the thing that you just said in your in your text field. It's super easy, but that that it was the idea from the beginning. I don't want to type. I just want to be able to push a keyboard, say something, press enter, and have it out the output in the here in the text field.
So you basically press a key, it activates the thing, and when you're done, you press enter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
The keyboard shortcut is you can pick the one that you prefer here, of course. This also is important. From the application itself, you can decide which model to use. So you can test different models. You can download and test different models and see what is the best for your style and your machine as well.
All local models.
Exactly. You download it. It's always a threshold, meaning that, sorry, not a threshold, a trade-off, meaning that the speed of the application and its accuracy, it's depending on the model that you use.
Yeah.
So I'm using a fairly large model, but still it's fast enough. And also the multi-language version of the models cover really a lot of different languages. So if you're not intend to use it with English, you can. I do it with Italian all the time, so it's also work well in Italian.
And it's working. Okay.
By the way. Yeah. Okay. Let me close this. And that's basically nothing more.
How do you position it? Because that's interesting. Because I think maybe positioning on speed and local first. Because I guess a big problem with all these tools is it sends your data to the cloud, privacy concerns.
Mm-hmm.
Did you use that in your positioning, in your marketing yet? Is that something you're considering?
I did. I think that the differentiator for this is how easy it is. Of course, it doesn't have all the like bells and whistles that all those bigger solution have, but they send your audio to the cloud and does cloud processing and so on and so forth. And to answer your question, yes, I use the idea of having a privacy first solution. You pay for it one time. It's not something that you pay on a monthly basis because you don't consume others' resources. You just use your machine. And then, you can use it how much you want and whenever you want, even if you're in the woods or on a plane, it still works. So even if you're not connected,
And that's how it should be. I think it's because all of this AI kind of revolution made us want, put everything in the cloud. And I think that's why also Apple kind of struggled when they said they were going to add AI features because they're very privacy focused and they're also wanting to be local first. So it made it way more complex but I think for transcription, it's reached a stage that's good enough that you don't need to always update your model, always have the latest state of the art, because once it works, it works. It's not going to understand you better. Once it understands you, it's cool. It's good enough.
Yeah, definitely.
So there don't need to be this race of always we have the latest model for transcription, so you need to pay monthly. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
So
and to be honest, even the smaller model are precise enough to be used in a every day.
For sure.
Yeah. I picked the larger one, to be honest, because I wanted to do a first good impression in the demo.
Yeah, to be sure, just in case.
It's a bit slower.
99% the same, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway,
can you just try, we'll have a perfect demo on the website anyway. Can you just try the slowest model? The quickest, just to see how fast it is?
Sure.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I'm just for me, I think speed is the most important. And I think it's okay if it makes a bit of mistakes because AI will understand it anyway.
Yeah.
So
can you still see my screen or not?
No, not yet.
Okay. Here. Okay, so for example, yeah, I'm going to pick the smallest one.
Yeah, let's try the small one.
Yeah, this one in
Fastest.
English only. Okay, let's see how this works. Does it understand what I say or not? I mean,
Nice. Okay, that was instant, and that
Yeah.
works. This is the thing, you know?
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
when we spend all day in Cursor,
Mhm.
this fucking 2-second lag is the most annoying thing.
You're right.
And
yeah,
you
yeah,
fixed it.
Yeah.
That's
mean,
it, man.
I tried this already. To be honest, I tried the multi-language version. Of course, it's not as precise as the largest one, but still usable and pretty much instant. So not bad.
Yeah, and you know, even if it's just English, you know, I don't mind speaking in English for coding.
Mhm.
Wow, this is cool, man. Yeah, I think I will probably, you know, I want to bring every indie makers some sales. That's the goal of LaunchDay. Well, maybe this one I will pay myself because I really want to use it. So maybe that's how I will solve this problem. I will buy all these products myself.
Yeah, I'll be glad you give it to you so you can give me feedback. I still have something. I mean, there are some rough edges here and there, and so
Yeah,
as
I
I
get
did
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, what? Just one question about this because I'm using an app like this. Can you easily choose the microphone you use, or is it just default?
That is one of those rough edges that I was talking about.
Okay, that's what I was thought of.
Yeah. I mean,
cool.
it takes. You have a list of input devices, and it takes the first one. But you cannot switch. You cannot switch it from the application.
I see. But you're planning to update it. You're planning to improve that. I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are some. Yeah. I mean, what I would like to do is to improve the output of it. But to be able to do that, I need to take what the transcription model gives back and send it to an LLM. And that's kind of not in line anymore with the initial idea. And so I have several ideas for improvements. A lot of people told me that they want to have the application running in the background.
Like all the time and just whenever they speak?
Kind of, because right now, if you click outside, the application closes itself. Like it stop listening because the idea was just to use it instead of the keyboard, you know?
Yeah.
But some users are actually asking if they can have a version of it that can stay there even if they click around and do other stuff.
I've done this with another app. I've done this because you know what happens sometimes is you have an idea and you're just like talking. And while you're talking, you think, oh shit, I need to check something online. So you leave it on and you check something online. Or also another thing is, you know, it automatically pastes where your cursor was. You know, that's what it does. In the input selection you were. But sometimes I start talking and I click around. And so I need to come back, you know, somehow, you know, or I wasn't in the right input field. So before validating, I'm clicking on the right input to make sure it pasted at the right place. I'm just giving you some feature because I use this.
Yeah, but you hit exactly the issue that I'm having right now in trying to developing this feature.
Oh yeah,
because when you stop the listening phase, the application actually what it does behind the curtain, let's say, it takes the transcription, place it in the clipboard, and then use the clipboard to paste that in the text field that you have active, you know. But if you click around, then that's not the active text field anymore. So exactly as you said. So I'm trying to find a solution for this issue right now.
But that's awesome. I really think, the speed thing, at least for me that tried these apps already, it's really the speed that, like my feedback as a user is like, speed is the number one thing. And local is awesome because it's speed guarantee. So that's awesome. Do you have like other things you're working on or is it your full focus?
I'm working on the initial product that actually sparked the need for this. It is a prompt manager. So the idea is, I don't know how you actually right now, if you have some kind of issue like this, but I used to have this Google Docs with a lot of prompts copied there, the ones that I use the most, that I reuse basically.
Yeah.
I don't know if you do something similar, but many people that
I do this for Cursor. I have like a file with like with a couple prompts. I keep copy and paste it 100 times. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so, good point. And Cursor was one of the use cases that I was focusing on, but I solved that one by having like a folder that I copy and paste in new projects for Cursor.
Yeah.
I mean, super simple solution, but it kind of works.
Yeah, I do that too. Yeah, I just have a prompt folder in Cursor.
Yeah, exactly. But I also have like prompts that I use and reuse in other LLMs on ChatGPT, on Claude, maybe to generate content or to generate PRDs, for example. And
to make what? PRDs?
PRDs, like product requirement documents. Like,
oh, yeah. Okay, I see.
Yeah. And documents that I use then in Cursor as well. But
but you generate them from another LLM. Yeah, I do the same for the planning phase when I call the project. I do with Gemini. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I have these prompts that I reuse all the time in a Google Doc that I use like to store those prompts. So I thought that would have been nice to have a small software that can be a manager of those prompts. And when I need them, again, I can use a shortcut, have like an interface similar to what Harker does, and select the prompt and use it. So, yeah.
Just, just a list of prompts, and you can just have a shortcut to copy and paste, and to just copy one immediately, just saving you one click instead of like click, select, copy, just click and it copies it and you can paste it. Like this tiny speed thing. Yeah. You could make like a whole suite of like speedy prompting tools, like the voice that's instant, the copy pasting.
They work well together.
That's the big value.
Yeah, they work well together. Yeah. And something else that you usually do is to, at least many people does, that as elements in the prompt that actually you want to change. So
I have that too. Yeah,
right. Yeah. So the thing that's usually placed inside square brackets, that part needs to change when I actually use the prompt. And so the idea is to have that application to actually you select the prompt. And then it says, okay, what do you want to place here and here and here? Enter, and you have the prompt compiled with the new information that you needed to add in the output. I mean, in the whatever you want to use.
I totally see it. Yeah, it's all about removing clicks. Like you click once, then it asks you what you want to put in it. You type it or you speak it.
Or you speak it.
And then you click another time, and boom, you have your thing ready to paste.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so, awesome, to answer your question, I'm working on Harker and this other application that if it comes out as I would like it to, I will also publish. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, man, I wish you good luck with that. So, well, really happy to have met you and to have discovered this product. I really like it. So, I really hope LaunchDay can bring you some sales.
Yeah, I hope it too. And thank you for having me. Yeah, it's great project as you're running.
Thanks, man. Have a good one. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Bye. Bye, everyone.